na-agba egwu ejula egwu ego egwu anyị ji eteta ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị chiri echichi onye ọbụla bịa kilibe ebe Agbomma na-eweli egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị malụ Chukwu egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị chiri echichi egwu anyị ji akpọlitenụ ndị mụrụ anwụ egwu anyị ji akpọlitenụ ndị mụrụ anwụ egwu ejula egwu ego egwu dị mere emume egwu anyị ji edu n'aka na onye chiri echichi.
Are you finally a lunatic? Lunatic, wow. What were you doing just now? Were you not dancing? What were you dancing to? I am not going to warn you again. Wherever you got that from, better send it back. Do I look like a mad woman to you?
So what do you want me to call this?
Hey, I hear the song anytime, everywhere.
Even now?
No, it usually comes when I'm all alone.
Reasons I said you're gradually turning into a mad woman. Yes, because you alone hear the song and you equally dance to it. Yeah, you better watch it because
I don't have control over it.
But you can control the way you move your body to the rhythm, I suppose.
Why does my best friend not understand me? How can she call me a mad woman? Trust me when I say this, I will not bother you about this matter anymore.
If you do not discuss this with me, tell me, which other of your friends will you discuss such delicate issue with?
You know what? Let's just forget about all of this, people. Let's forget it.
Agbomma! Agbomma!
Ujunwa, Kadu.
I was at your hut earlier and your mother told me you already left for the stream.
I'm out of here.
Who's up to?
Is she okay?
anybody at home? Is someone home? Agbomma.
Ujunwa, please, I'm very busy right now.
Agbomma, wait. Are you okay?
Don't I look okay?
You look okay, but your attitude does not. Agbomma, you no longer visit me at home. We don't even hang out together as friends. Or are we not friends again?
You have said it all. I no longer visit you. We no longer hang out as friends. Does that connote that we're still friends? Are you that daft?
Agbomma, did I do something wrong?
Ujunwa, I will rather go solo than be with someone that stabs me at my back, that castigates me behind my back. I can't be with you. And let me warn you, I don't want to see you around here again. Inuke! Agbomma! Big one! Imagine the rubbish. What does she think she is? She had the guts to come to my house to ask me that stupid question.
I'm even disappointed at you for even listening to her.
It was because of the friendship we shared now.
What rubbish friendship? Was she thinking about the friendship when she went about saying all those rubbish about you?
I don't blame her. I blame myself. I blame my level of tolerance. The same quality I inherited from my grandmother when I married.
Please leave your grandmother out of this. I blame you for not sweeping her out of your compound.
Hey. Why are you taking this personal? Ujunwa offended me, not you.
Agbomma, you are my friend. And I care. Anyone who offends you, offends me too. You know that.
I know and I appreciate it. Thank you for always having my back.
It's okay. Sit down. I am happy you have realized how poisonous a snake Ujunwa is. Please sit, let me get you food. You should have swept her out of your compound.
I have heard. She will not come back again.
Egwu ejula egwu ego, egwu kegwu n'Igbo niile. Egwu anyị ji teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu anyị ji edu na ndị chiri echichi. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị na-eme mma. Ọzọ bịalụ na-agụ egwu. Egwu ejula egwu ego. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị ji edu na onye chiri echichi. Egwu anyị ji akpọlite ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu ejula egwu ego, egwu kegwu n'Igbo niile. Egwu anyị ji teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu anyị ji edu na ndị chiri echichi.
Agbomma, what is it?
The song. Did you hear it? It just stopped now. That song is so melodious. I can resist all things, but the urge to dance to that song, I cannot. Hey!
Agbomma, please, stop this madness. What is all this?
Nebiko, don't refer to it as madness, oh? Don't. That song is intense. And as a good dancer of Adabowele, I had to dance when the music is moving, Biko. Hey!
Agbomma, please, you have to stop. At least not here again. Before people will think I brought you here to drive you crazy.
Just admit it. You cannot shake it. You're a bad dancer. Sit down.
You're beginning to get me. Hey, Agbomma, you're beginning to scare me.
Eskezia, oh? You made this one for me. Hmm? How do I continue like this? Eh? It is becoming more constant. I cannot resist the urge to dance whenever I hear it. The worst is that no other person hears this song, so they see me as a lunatic whenever I hear it and dance. Grandmother, did you actually speak through Ogbuefi Ogbalo? Did you teach Ozobialu the song in his dream? And did you send him to Adabowele to meet with me? What do you want me to do?
Agbomma, you have lost it. I will say it again and again. You have lost it.
My friend, I have not lost anything. If you put yourself in my shoes, you will understand.
In what shoes? Why are you bent on making yourself look stupid? You went to Mudioka to do what exactly?
My grandfather who was there when he spoke is dead. I had no choice than to go and look for Ogbuefi Ogbalo. I had to travel to Umudioka to look for him, and when I got there, they told me he died last year. I am so devastated right now.
Good for you. Good for you, he is dead. Maybe you will come back to your senses now.
Uzommili, even if Ogbuefi Ogbalo is dead, what about the man from Ugezu? What about my inability to get him off my mind? What about the song he sings for me?
I want to get this straight. What exactly do you want? The man or the song?
Hey! For the very first time, you ask a credible question. My friend, I will not lie to you. I will tell you as it is. I cannot get that man out of my head. Even if I try to shut my ears from hearing the music, he is still on my mind.
You're here in Adabowele thinking of a total stranger that came singing a strange song to you. And what does that make you if not a fool?
Uzommili, I am not a fool. Don't call me names. He is not a total stranger, and the song he sings is Egwejule,
and nothing. Agbomma, you are losing it, and you need someone to assist you regain your senses.
Uzommili, I am not insane. Stop saying that. I need to see that man again. He told me where he lives. It's just that my mother forbids me from going to Ugezu for anything.
Obviously, she believes you're crazy. Are we not saying the same thing?
I don't know what her reasons are, and frankly, I do not care. It's not my concern. What I'm concerned about is seeing that man again, because if I do not, I might just go crazy.
Thank the gods she's finally admitting that she's no longer the Agbomma I used to know. My take in this: if your mother forbids you from visiting Ugezu for any reason, then I advise you forget that man and take him off your head. Meanwhile, are you not going with me to Chichi's hut again? Okay. I already know what the answer is. But please, do not come asking for your own share of the meat that will be divided amongst the maidens.
Uzo, did you say Agbomma is alright?
Yes, she is. Why?
I'm just wondering why she didn't come to help Uchechi in cooking.
Maybe she's just jealous of Uchechi.
Uzo, jealous? Why would she be jealous?
Why would she not be jealous? Why would Agbomma not be jealous? Having rejected all those suitors. And it doesn't seem like any is coming anytime soon. So tell me, why would she not be jealous of Uchechi getting married?
Listen to yourself. She rejected the suitors, not the other way around. So tell me, why would she be jealous that another maiden is getting married?
If you ask me, who do I ask?
I'm just worried about her attitude towards me. Also, imagine Agbomma telling me that I am castigating her behind her back. Me? Why would I do such a thing?
And why are you getting yourself worried over that? Why?
Uzo.
Why are you worked up?
Uzo, listen. We have been friends all our lives. Tell me, why would I castigate Agbomma for anything? Why? It's just, why would she have this wrong? Oh, I can't even comprehend. I don't understand. Where is this coming from? Where are they coming from? I don't get it.
Ujunwa, I advise you think about other important issues. Like how to get a man for yourself. Just like Ibe is coming to see Uchechi's parents today. And as for your friendship with Agbomma, I think you should stop forcing yourself on someone who does not want or care about you.
Meet me inside.
Ajako, are you not supposed to be inside Uche doing what you know best?
And what do you think I know best?
Why do I sense anger in your voice? You know makeup more than us, so we give it to you. I expect you to leave us while we do the cooking. Go inside and assist Uchechi in her makeup. If you ask me, Onye has a point.
What useless points does she have?
Oh my God. What will you have us do?
Nothing, just go back to where you're coming from and allow us to do what we are doing.
Did you just talk to me?
Exactly.
Did you? No. Hey, Ujunwa, I want to hear it a second time. Did you just talk to me? Is she? No. Hey. I want to know.
This is do not do anything that will waste tension.
I just want her to say it a second time. Did you just talk to me? I can bet my life that when this food is done, it will come out not being tasty. No, I want to hear. Oh, Mahatmaka, Korea. When this food is done, it will come out not being tasty. Did you just talk to me?
Hey, Papa, I have missed you so much. What took you so long?
That is because you and your mother refused to go to the settlement with me. And I did all the farm work alone.
But you hired 3 men with you. What happened to them?
No hired man can do another man's job like him. They were there, but I was doing everything alone.
I trust you. I trust you and your strength. Okay, Nam. It is good to have you back. Oh.
Thank you so much.
At a point, I was contemplating coming to the settlement to look for you.
Agbomma, you come to the farm. That should be your next life. Anyway, how are you people doing?
We are very well, Papa.
What about your mother? Where is she?
She went to Ugezu's house. His daughter Uchechi is getting married today.
Really?
Yes, Papa.
What are you doing at home here? You should have been there to celebrate with
I
them.
was waiting for you. Come and rest. Come inside. Come and rest. Then we can go and join them.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Why should Nwaimana do that?
I don't know. But I think she's unhappy Ugezu died with her. It should not be so.
The man that said she appeared to him. What is the connection?
Nothing is clear at the moment, and that is because Mother has refused for me to take things further. I need to meet with that man to get more details.
And why is your mother stopping you?
I don't know why. I am not happy about it. I need to meet with him to get some details from him. There's something about that man that fascinates me.
So she didn't even wait for you to settle before telling you her stupid tale?
If anything, the so-called tale sounds interesting and not stupid.
Really?
Yes.
So what makes it interesting? That a total stranger signed Ugezu, or that he equally claimed an old woman who Agbomma believed to be one Manare taught him the song in his sleep? What kind of rubbish is that?
At least there should be a chance to see whether it is true or not. Don't you think so?
I don't understand what you mean.
Obuefi Obalu told our daughter something to this effect. Credible people should not dismiss such things without any effort to find out if it is true or not.
Why are you bringing Obuefi Obalu into this? Listen, I will never ever support my only child to go on with this madness, and I think you should stand with me.
Why? Give me one reason we should not give her support.
One reason?
Just one reason.
It is total madness. It is crazy. I don't want it, and so shall it be. And I'm done talking about this. Good night.
Oh, catch it phone. Catch it phone. You have spoken now. You will not try a matter.
I heard everything you said. I told you she would not agree.
If I if I get so good, no one is in you. It's so fuendo madu. Asim de fane zezo where we go. If I nezo no wakalia now. Manem where bag is so good fe no. It's so fuendo madu. Njo, njo, njo na bwana nti. Njo, njo, njo mesilisi agwana mmadu. Njo, njo, njo di otu a na-emebi obodo. Nwanne m nwere njo di omimi. Njo, njo, njo na bwana nti. Njo.
How are you, my beautiful Odaligwe?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Have you seen Agbomma? I've not seen her since I woke up. I need her to take the palm nuts to Mkwodi's cell, but I've not seen her.
I sent her to my sister's house at Umudioka.
You are joking, aren't you?
Joke?
Yes.
Does this sound like a joke?
How come nobody told me about it?
Odaligwe, you should always remember that this is my house and I am the head. Must I always take permission from you for whatever I do in this house? Huh?
Hey, I know you are the head of this house, but she's my daughter. You can't just send her out like that.
Okay,
who is going to take the palm nuts to Nkwo? Is it you?
You carry the palm nuts, go to Nkwo market and sell the palm nuts yourself. Go to Nkwo and sell the palm.
I had expected you to do that since you sent her out. Yeah. He comes back and everything changes. Every time he comes back, that's how he will just turn everything upside down.
Njo mesilisi agwana mmadu. Njo di otu a na-emebi si n'obodo. Ife a na-ezi
I guess I will leave you for now. Are you sure we are at the right place? Yes, of course. Here is the place. Wait, it is only priests of deities and traditional healers that decorate their gates like this. Are you sure you have brought me to the right place?
You are at the right place. Except it's not Ozo Belezu. If the name you just mentioned now, Ozo Belezu, this is where you can find him. Yes. I think...
Is he a prince?
No. His father is the Ezu of Ugezu. He ranks after the king. I'll take my leave now. You go in and ask of him.
How am I sure this boy knows what he's saying? I hope I'm not making a terrible mistake.
Sorry about the hug. It was too tight.
It's okay. I liked it. I feel like hugging you again.
You came. Why?
I don't know why. Maybe because I couldn't get you out of my mind.
Me too. I've been longing to see you. If I knew your place, I could have come. Good to see you again. Sorry. Oh, come with me. A queen like you should not be kept waiting. Come.
This place is beautiful.
Thank you.
Why should I not be worried? Eh? What is the distance from here to Mudioka?
Udara, you worry so much. Eh? You don't expect my daughter, Agbomma, to just go to my sister's house, drop my message with her, and come back immediately.
Why not? She left this house before I woke up. I have gone to the market and came back, and she's not yet here. And you expect me not to worry?
She doesn't usually visit my sister's house. And this is a very good opportunity for her to catch up with her cousins. Besides, you don't know whether my sister will hold her back for days.
Nani, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Like why?
That girl is my child. I have the right to everything concerning her.
And who is denying you your right over your daughter? Udara ina yen sobuo. Okay.
You're back.
Ujunwa, you're right. Back from where? Ujunwa, back from where? Do you not know when someone does not want to talk to you? Or don't you know how to respect yourself?
It worries me really. The way you talk to me now. As if we are seasoned enemies. Agbomma, it is me, Ujunwa, your bosom friend.
Bosom friend, my foot.
Gwazenu, what did I do? What is my offense? Where have I wronged you? Tell me.
Ujunwa Biko, before I met you, I was on my way home happily. Let me go and think of things that will bring me joy. And you know, I am not in the mood for all these your pretenses.
Agbomma, Agbomma, Agbomma.
But mother, I didn't want to wake you up when I left very early in the morning.
So when did it become an abomination at Agbomma to wake up a sleeping woman?
I didn't wish to do so, Mama.
And you're just coming back now. What happened to your sense of responsibility?
Oh, Mother, I hurriedly swept the compound before leaving this morning. There's nothing wrong with my sense of responsibility.
Really? You're back.
Yes, Papa.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Papa.
How is my sister?
She's fine, Papa.
My nephews and nieces?
They're doing well, Papa.
Good. Please, get my snuff box for me.
Okay. Thank you, Papa.
I was still talking to that girl.
Questioning her? Odalamaloma. Just rest. And allow that poor girl to rest from the long journey.
Whatever.
If I nezezonu werika, if I nezezonu wakaliana,
Can you tell me you went to Ugezu? Is that not what I'm doing now? Because don't interrupt me again. No? Wait.
But your mother forbade you from going to Ugezu.
Do you want me to tell you this story or not?
Okay. Go on, please.
It was a royal treatment. At that moment, I felt like a princess. I felt like a queen.
This is the song of love. It's love has never seen. This is the song of love. This love is a mystery. This love can move mountains. This love can heal all wounds. This love can create all things. Who can stand in the way of love? Oh, this is the song of love. It's love has never seen. This is the song of love. This love is a mystery. This love can move mountains. This love can heal all wounds. This love can create all things. Who can stand in the way of love?
Are you okay now?
Yes. The food was something else. Very delicious. But not as wonderful as the services that accompanied it.
Talking about hospitality?
It was on point. At a point I couldn't feel myself anymore. I thought there was a princess living in me and I was watching her get entertained.
You know, you are more beautiful and gracious than any princess I know. The treatment you just received is the treatment we give to everybody who comes around here, any visitor I mean, that is, irrespective of their status. Yes, whether beggars or kings. But now I want to give you the treatment meant for special people like you. Maidens!
Agbomma daima mbombo onye chimere na mada purina. Onye chimere na mada purina ya mbombo. Agbomma daima mbombo. Agbomma daima onye chimere na mada purina ya. Onye chimere na mada purina ya mbombo. Agbomma daima mbombo. Agbomma daima mbombo onye chimere na mada purina.
I am very positive that no princess has ever been treated that way. It was like heaven on earth.
I can understand that.
No, you don't understand. That is not it. When I was ready to leave, he had something in store for me. Even though I was not even in the mood to leave. He bade me farewell with a special one. That was nothing like I've ever experienced.
I wish I could do more to add more smiles on your beautiful face.
You have done enough already.
You know, the moment I saw you, my heart melted. I haven't felt this way for a woman before.
I wish I could stay longer, but my people will be worried if I don't return home soonest. I will keep the memories of today in the deepest part of my heart.
Okay, allow me add more memories to you.
You've done enough already.
Just one more.
Okay.
Egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Ka anyị gụbanụ egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule, egwu na-etiwala Igbo ụzọ. Egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Ka anyị gụbanụ egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị nsọ egwu ejule, egwu na-etiwala Igbo ụzọ. Egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu dị mma egwu ejule, egwu ga-etiwala Igbo ụzọ. Ọ bụla egwu ejule, egwu ego egwu ejule, egwu na-edosa egwu ejule, egwu ga-etiwala Igbo ụzọ.
I have never felt like that for any man.
And what can it be called?
Love at first sight. Or maybe not. Or who knows? We're soulmates. Because it felt as if we've known each other before now.
Well, that's true. You met him once on your way from firewood hunt.
No, not that kind of meeting. Not at all. There's this special feeling I felt. Like we're married or something. I felt that close to him.
You don't mean it, do you?
I do, my friend, I do. And the most important part of it all is that he feels exactly the same way for me.
The moments I shared with him were the most memorable moments of my life. I can't wait to be in his arms again, for him to hold me.
Agbomma, you have to slow down. You really have to slow down. This sounds very strange to me because we do not talk about men like this.
Exactly my point. It makes me now know that Osobial is different from every other man I've met.
I have never felt like this for another man. My friend, there's a whole lot I am not telling you. Let me go home, help my mother with the house chores, and when I come back, I will tell you everything as it is in my heart. Oh?
Your mother has gone out. Go ahead before she returns. How did you see the man? What did he tell you about the song?
The song?
Yes.
What song?
Ugezu, of course. Was not that why you went looking for him in the first place?
Yes. He performed Ugezu for me at the end of my stay there. But the most important thing happened when he presented the man of my dreams to me.
What should I mean?
Papa, yes. I looked into his eyes and I saw the man my heart beats for. And interestingly, he feels the same way for me too.
No, there is no way this is true. Agbomma didn't come here, did she? She didn't tell me all that plays out in my head right now.
But it's true. Your doubt cannot change anything. Agbomma, your friend, seems to have found the love of her life.
No, it can't be. How could she have? Even if she found love, it shouldn't be that man she just described to me.
Ozobialu is one of the best men any woman can have.
And that is exactly my problem. Why would Agbomma have a man before me when I, Uzomi, is still single and searching? Can't do this. And imagine her guts coming to tell me she was treated like a princess.
But that is true. Ozobialu seems to love her so much. Like she said, it was love at first sight. And you should see them. They look perfect together.
Stop talking, you silly voice! I don't know who you are. Just stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Not let Agbomma shine brighter than me. I will not let her rub this on my face.
If I nezezonu wakariana, manewele fagezogide nuwa, ezenyiwo, ezofuendo madu.
Mama, please wait. How are you? I'm well today, Mama.
I don't think so. So what are you doing hanging around here? I hope you've not joined the league of these useless maidens who hang around stupid men.
The gods forbid. Ah, Mama, you know me better than this.
Well, people do change. So why did you stop me?
I've been waiting for the day you walk past our compound so I could brief you on what's going on. I'm very excited seeing you today.
Really? You want to tell me something? So, has anybody forbidden you from entering my compound?
No, Mama. What I want to tell you requires I meet you outside your hut. It's about Agbomma, Mama.
What is it?
I love Agbomma so much that I will never watch her go astray without trying to save her. Mama.
Spill it. What about my daughter?
Mama, you see Agbomma.
Agbomma! Agbomma! Kedabino! Gagi! Agbomma! I'm here. Agbomma, Biaba. Agbomma, when did you grow old in this house? To obey me. Eh? What is it? I am still your mother and you must do as I say in this house.
What have I done
wrong, Mama? What have you not done wrong?
What is the meaning of this? Do you want to kill my daughter?
Now, the meaning of that is that this girl here is a fool. She is not only disobedient, but she's a blatant liar.
What did she do? And what lie did she tell here now? Can I catch you?
Agbomma, where did you go to that day before I woke up? Where did you go?
Of course, she went to see my sister at Umudioka.
She went to see your sister at Umudioka?
Yes.
Can you confirm that, Nai? Can you confirm that she was actually there?
Of course. I saw Okeke, my sister's husband, at the bush market this afternoon. And he confirmed that to me.
Omemboji.
Yes?
Omemboji. For the sake of peace in this family, I don't want to believe that what I'm thinking was what actually happened.
What are you thinking?
Did you support Agbomma going to movies and use your sister as a cover-up? Did you?
What kind of ridiculous question is that? Sis?
It's not a ridiculous question. It is not.
Did anybody tell you that she did not go to Umudioka that day?
I got what I am saying from a reliable source. Agbomma, Did you go to Ugezu that day? Did you?
Mama, of course not. I didn't go to Ugezu. You know you forbade me from going there. How will I go there, Kwan?
Agbomma, you didn't go to Ugezu. I believe you. Agbomma, can you narrate the same tale you gave to Uzomili of me? About how you went to Ugezu and you were treated like a princess. Or did you make that story up? Did you? Agbomma, I am waiting.
What evil spirit has possessed Agbomma?
You can't forbid her from going to Ugezu without any good reason.
Is that why she flaunted my orders?
You cannot make orders in my house. It's my house. I am the head.
Agbomma is my daughter. I should have a say in her life.
Nobody is disputing that. But can you at least be reasonable when doing that?
How dare she disobey me in that manner? How dare?
Udala, this is a case of our ancestors trying to restore what was lost. Why Manari wants Ugezu to come alive again. The same Ugezu that gives hope to the hopeless and restores strength to the weak. In her wisdom, she has sent somebody.
And that is exactly my problem. That is exactly my problem. Why must she send somebody from Ugezu to achieve that? That foolish daughter of yours had the guts to develop feelings for that man. Who taught her that? You? Was that how you brought her up?
Darling, may I know something here? Put me through. What is the real problem? Is it because this man is from Ugezu? Or that Agbomma already likes him?
Both. Omemboji, I am against both of them. Never. Never with my child, my daughter, or anybody related to me have anything to do with Ugezu people. And then me, never.
Serious? This is serious. This is serious. This is serious. Ugezu people are very good people. They're so caring when it comes to taking care of strangers. Ugezu people can give their food to total strangers and go to bed in empty stomachs. They are the best. But what does she have against Ugezu people anyway?
Thank the gods. The gods answer prayers. I was hoping my strong friend would walk in and help me with this. Here she is. Please help me. Agbomma, why do you look like you just fought with spirits? What is it?
Not one more step forward. How could you do that, Uzomili? I trusted you to keep it to yourself.
Keep what to myself? What is it?
Now that you have told my mother and my house is on fire, are you happy? Now that my mother knows about my visit to Ozobial, have you been awarded the most gracious maiden in Adabowole? Or are you going to marry Prince Anayo of Adabowole?
What? Are you telling me the truth or is this a joke?
Mama, it's been bothering me. And you know I cannot joke with such a thing. Agbomma did not only go to Ugezu. She was treated like a princess. And equally fell in love with Ozobiale.
Wait. No. My daughter has not gone crazy yet.
It's either the man has hypnotized her or she's just crazy.
I'm going to sort that out.
Mama, wait. I still care about Agbomma. I know you forbade her from going to Ugezu. And I know you did it for a good cause, which will benefit her. Hence, I didn't condone her disobedience to you.
Zomili, thank you for your genuine care. I appreciate.
Mama, please. If she finds out I told you this, she will be very mad at me. I still value our friendship. Please.
Don't worry about that. Have no worries at all.
Now let me see how she will come back with more of her stupid love tales.
Uzamila, I ask you, what do you plan to gain from what you have just done? Look at what you have done to my house is on fire because you could not keep your mouth shut.
Agbomma, there is a mix-up somewhere. Did your mother tell you I said anything? Did she tell you I said anything to her?
Not only are you a betrayer, you're also a liar. Now, how you managed to deceive me all this while is what I cannot explain.
That is not a nice thing to say to a friend that has been there for you all these years.
And messes it up with a destructive gossip. I trusted you, Uzomili. I could trust you with my life.
You cannot accuse me falsely. I ask again, did your mother tell you she got the information from me? Me, Uzomili?
Even if she did not say she got the information from you, you are the only one that knows of that visit. But no other person in this kingdom knows of that visit but you, Uzomili.
But the winds have ears. Remember we said that in the open. Someone else must have heard about it and gone to your mother with it.
Agbomma, I cannot hurt you. You know that. Indeed. And to answer your question, yes, my mother mentioned your name. She said you were the one who told her of my visit to Ugezu and my consequent attraction to Ozobiale. Now, I hope the winds did a good job blowing it her way.
Why would this woman do this after she promised me that I had no reason to worry?
Well, I have achieved my aim. I'll find a way and make up with her. And now that Ujuma is out of her life, she will find it easy and necessary to accept me. Why would this woman call my
name? How dare you? How dare you bring such a woman into my court? How? Father, what do you mean by such a woman? What has she done? You haven't even heard what I have to say about her. Oh, I don't need to, because you have already said all that I needed to know. Listen, son. I want you to kill whatever thing you are trying to build with that maiden. Kill it immediately. Father, my meeting with that maiden was divine. I told you about a particular song that would not leave my lips, and how this maiden said something concerning the song.
Oh, Ozobiano, what do you want to do? Become a singer? Take her all around town, singing for her? I heard you even had her attended to, like a princess. How could you, Ozobiano? How could you?
Sometimes I don't understand you. Hospitality is a part of our culture, especially for people visiting for the first time. How can you now suddenly have a problem with that?
Listen, son. You will do just two things for me. One, never bring that maiden into my court again. And two, see her no more. Don't even ask me why. For what I have just said is a direct order from Ugezu of Ugezu.
Father, what if the only reason I want to see her is because I love her?
Ozobel, you have gone crazy. You have gone crazy. That is the only reason you have the guts to utter those words when I have given an order. Leave my face. Leave.
Father, I am not interested in all these titles and ceremonies that make you stand out. I am me, and I will always remain me. I love this maiden. I will never stop seeing her because she has become a core part of my life. What's this? Can't they let me be with who I want to be with? What's all these restrictions? She don't want this. You wouldn't let me be with her. Ozobia.
Explain the meaning of that rubbish you earlier said, that you have grown big enough to disobey me. You!
Father, I have never disobeyed you. And that's because you come up with good ideas and reasons and explanations. But I'm sorry, in this case, I will have to disobey you.
You will do no such thing. And you will not marry that maiden from Agbomma. Do you hear me?
Why? You're not giving me any reason. That's the problem. Why don't you want me to marry her? What has she done wrong, Father? Moreover, you haven't even met the maiden in question.
I do not need to see her. Before I know she is wrong for my son, you must hear me.
Okay, Father, fine. But give me a reason at least. Let me know why you are giving me all these restrictions. Let me even understand where you're coming from. Or at least allow me bring her to you so you can see her for yourself.
Over my dead body. Never! I do not want to see her or have anything to do with her. Walk out on me? No! No! You can marry any woman from any other place, but not Agbomma. No!
Ujunwa, what is it? What are you doing here?
I am here to see my friend.
And who is that your friend?
My friend's name is Agbomma.
It is so painful that I am surrounded by people who claim they're my friends. People who do not know the slightest thing it takes for someone to be a friend. Agbomma here would rather be alone than surround herself with people like that. Did you hear me?
You've been insinuating that I've been a bad friend to you, Agbomma. I have examined myself. I cannot even see where I went wrong. It makes me very uncomfortable. That's why I keep coming, Agbomma.
So, what is the essence of this sermon?
Even if it's the last thing you do for me, even if you don't want this friendship anymore, tell me where I went wrong. Tell me where I have offended you. Let me apologize to you, because apologizing to you will make a whole lot of difference to me. Yes.
I see. Since you claim to be so ignorant of what you have done, I will let you know. Oh, sit down.
Will you not say anything to me? Or will you let me stand there like a fool?
Amaka, what is it? I don't understand why you won't let me have my peace.
Oh, you want to have your peace when I'm worried?
If you are worried, then that's because you want to be worried. I don't understand how I am the cause or the reason or part of your worry.
The news is everywhere that you brought a maiden into this court and treated her like a princess. And you say you have nothing to do with my worries?
Hold on, wait. How is that your problem?
How will you be this insensitive? I've lived in this kingdom with you all these years. We've been friends, Ozobialo, and not even for once have you treated me like a princess. Not even for once did you have your maids that work here attend to me. Then this stranger comes and you did all that for her.
Hey. Point of correction. Agbomma is not a stranger to me.
Then tell me,
of course,
who is she?
I will tell you. She's someone I love with all my heart. And I plan to spend a very long time with.
Agbomma, you are joking. You are joking. Tell me the true reason you've been avoiding me.
You and I know that I'm not a joker. I am only telling you this because I want you to stop disturbing me. Not like I care how you feel or how you react to it.
That's a lie. In fact, that's the most ridiculous lie I've ever heard in my entire life. Uzomili could not have told you that.
Well, she did. And at the time she told me, I believed she cared. Not until she proved otherwise. Ujunwa, see, I do not want both of you to disturb me again. So leave me alone.
Agbomma, I have not said anything concerning your refusal to suit us. I did not say anything to Uzomili. I didn't even say anything to anyone else.
So, stories that touch the heart.
Agbomma, I am serious. Listen, we've been through this together. We've been in this together. You told me your reasons for rejecting each of these suitors and I stood by you the whole time. Now, why will I turn around and make it a topic of discussion among me?
I do not want to hear anything from you again, Ujuma. I don't even care about the answer to that question. All I want for you is to stop disturbing me. Leave me alone. It is not my fault to be my friend. You asked why I avoid you and I told you. What do you want from me again? Get up and leave, Biko. Leave my house.
I will leave. But right before I leave, I am going to prove to you the kind of friend I have been to you.
Biko Nala, mana seconds. That's ya. Look at that. What they want to do is to come close to you, gather all the information and topics they want, so that when they go under the tree, they start to open their mouth and gossip and use you as topic. Let me see you here again.
I'm asking you, Ozobialo, what do you mean by you will be with her for a very long time?
I like her. Okay, wait, let me explain this to you. I love her. And if she truly feels the same for me, I will marry her.
You will marry her? What about me? What happens to me?
What do you mean, what happens to you?
Yes, what happens to me if you marry her?
Hold on. Amaka, I hope you're not having in your head. Did I ever promise you marriage?
Why are you saying this to me? You know how I feel about you. You know all I want is to be with you. And you're saying this to me?
Wait, please. I have had enough headache and drama for one day, please. If you don't mind, I need to go get some rest. We'll talk later.
So, all this while, he felt nothing for me.
All this while I have been fooling myself? No, I will not let this happen. I love him. I want him. I should be his wife. Yes, Amaka must be Ozobialu's wife. Nobody can stop that.
Sorry, I was in the kitchen. Welcome. I hope all is well.
All is well. Agbomma's mother said to me. She said she wants to see both of us, you and I.
I hope there is no problem.
Well, I was curious too, but she didn't sound like there's any.
I doubt that. I doubt it because Agbomma came to my house the other day barking like a dog because her mother found out she went in search of that man from Ugezu.
Ugezu? Which man from Ugezu?
Oh, I forgot she's not even talking to you. But by the way, what did you even do to her?
I asked you the same question the other day. How have I offended Agbomma? How did I offend her?
My dear, you don't need to worry about that, okay? Because being her friend is heartbreaking. No man will ever notice you. Because Agbomma will overshadow you with her witchcraft. And when this man starts developing interest in her, she turns them down. She will not let you get noticed and she will not accept them.
Uzo, please, let us go and answer her mother, the ever-elegant Udaligwe. Don't you think so?
I hope it's not about that stupid Agbomma's love at first sight. That man from Ugezu. After treating our men like idiots, she thinks she will end in Ugezu. Okuya?
Uzo, I have a whole lot of other things to take care of today.
I'm coming, let me join.
Please, do. Let's go.
Monday Umoma. Kedu?
Thank you.
None, oh? No.
Is she not the one you said I wanted to see?
She is.
Ujunwa, are you alright? She is, yet she's leaving.
Uzo, let us wait for her. I am sure she won't take long. Let's go.
So, Ujunwa, what is the meaning of this?
The meaning is simple. Uzomi, I need you to tell Agbomma here in my presence where and how you saw me with a group of maidens discussing her inability to accept a suitor. Ngwa, I am still waiting. And when you're done telling us that, I also need you to tell us where and how I told you that her inability to accept a suitor is as a result of the evil spirit she's possessed with. Take.
Usomili, why are you keeping quiet? Say something. I have something to do at the back.
Agbomma, I do not understand any of this. Did I actually tell you Junwa said any of this?
Hey!
Please, when?
What? What did you just say? Are you going to deny this in my very presence?
I'm not denying anything. It's just the way you people are presenting it, eh? Even involving Ajani, Mother Earth.
Eh? It's not fair. I'm your friend. And it's not good to conspire against a friend. I am vindicated. Uzomili, you are so pathetic.
You can be this evil. How did it take me this long to realize who you truly are? So I wasted my time being your friend. Hey!
To cut this whole story short, Agbomma, you see all those things Uzomili told you that I said about you, she was actually the one who said all that. I was the one who was even trying to caution her.
This clearing of the stream happens every Eke before the festival of Maiden. Whoever fails to participate must be punished.
Including your friend Agbomma, because I'm not seeing her here yet.
There are no exceptions. Whoever the person is, my friend or enemy.
But there's a reason Agbomma is not here.
And what could that reason be?
A reason you already know about.
Oh, how could I forget? She turned down another suitor yesterday after the evil spirit possessed her again. Do you all look surprised? Agbomma is my friend. I know her too well. I know what her problem is. She is possessed by a strong demon that does not want her to settle down. She has tried to fight it, but alas, she cannot.
I'm shocked with your revelation. I had always believed that something is wrong with that girl.
Thank you, my sister. That is exactly the point. That is exactly the point. The marmot spirit in her is at work. And the worst is that those of us who are close to her end up being the victims. Because once she turns down these suitors, they end up not noticing anyone around her. Even when we try to press hard.
Uzomili, are we here to clean the stream as supposed? Or we are here to discuss another? Answer me.
Because take it easy. Why are you throwing this things at me? Ha! Oh!
Uzomili, why won't I talk to you like that? Let me tell you, what you did was wrong. It was wrong.
But the truth is always bitter.
What stupid truth are you talking about? That Agbomma is possessed by an evil spirit. Is that what you call truth?
Of course. Haven't you noticed? The question should be the other way around. How could you possibly think such about your own friend? And you even said it publicly. Uzomili. Some people are fully blind with their eyes wide open. I don't want to believe that you're comfortable with the fact that Agbomma brings bad luck to us.
Agbomma brings bad luck to no one.
Have you taken your time to find out why Agbomma has been refusing those men? No, you haven't. I don't think so. Wait, let me tell you. That is what you're supposed to do as a friend. Not going about telling people wrong things about her. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Chere, pray to God that she doesn't get to hear all you'll be saying about her. Because if she does, it will be bad. Really, really bad. Hey! Agbomma has fully caught you with her evil spirit. She's really possessed. I can see. Would you like talking to me like this because of Agbomma? She has caught you. She has caught you. Now I believe she's fully possessed. Hey! You're talking to me like this because of Agbomma? What did you ever do? Hey!
Oh, Uzomili, I cannot believe that you turned around and told all these things to Agbomma when you're actually the bad person here.
Ujunwa, do not call me names. I'm not the bad person.
I will call you names. You are a bad person and I will say it over and over again. I was even trying to be matured with you. But you were up to something and I did not even notice.
Agbomma, you have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. Ujunwa is just being jealous because you no longer talk to her.
Yes, I no longer talk to her because of the lies you fed me with. Well, congratulations, because you succeeded in destroying our friendship when you are the one I should have avoided in the first place.
Avoid me? Agbomma, I am not as bad as you think.
Uzomili, you know what? Just get out. Get out of my father's compound and never you set your foot here again. Because if you do, that day I will avenge for all the damage you caused to my image.
Agbomma,
get out!
I'm very sad and wounded, Papa. It appears as if I've been fooling myself all this while.
You have not, my daughter. Don't say that. Listen, all you need to do is to work harder now that you have a competitor.
but he sees me as a friend and nothing more.
Listen, Amaka, Ozobialo sees you as a friend because you allowed it to be so. Or are you going to allow him go on with this his new foolishness? You have an advantage over every other person because you know him. Because you know him like no one else does. You have been with him all your life.
What do I do now? What do I do now? I'm confused. But he's beginning to avoid me. Eh?
Amaka, no woman asks such question. If truly she loves a man, I believe you know what to do. Come to me if you need my assistance in any way. But do not allow any woman, whoever she is, to snatch the man you have nurtured all these years. I, Ugezu of Ugezu, will never be happy if that happens.
Ujunwa.
What is it? Why are you blocking my path, Agbomma? Why?
Biko, I was trying to talk to you the other day in my house, but you left. I know how you feel, and I'm sorry about it. I want to apologize.
Agbomma, listen to me. I don't really have to be your friend if you don't want.
I want. And you know I really like you. It's just that Uzomili told me a lot of things that got me upset. And I was shocked that you could, you know, do such a thing to me.
You should have confronted me. That is what real friends do. That's what you should have done. No, not treat me as if I'm one sworn enemy to you.
I'm sorry. I know I misbehaved. It's just... I apologize. Only Biko.
Listen.
I was just angry.
I am not the best Maiden. I am not perfect as well. But there are certain things that my conscience would not let me do to anyone. Especially the ones I call my friends.
I know. That's why I'm apologizing to you. So can you still call me your friend?
Depends. Depends on if you won't hide anything from me again.
Me? I won't hide anything from you again. So, new friendship for us.
New friendship.
Hey, Dalo. Oh, thank you very much.
It's okay. So will you follow me to the screen?
In Aju. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll go with you. Oh?
Okay. I'll come and call you.
Okay.
Jumwa, when did you arrive?
Could it be true after all? Are you really possessed?
I wonder what is going on in that brain of yours.
You're not happy I stopped you from singing. When did you become a singer, by the way?
Anybody can become anything at any time.
Indeed.
Let me remind you, my great-grandfather, Ozumadi of Ugezu, was the creator of Wampa singing and dancing group. You never can tell if the spirit of Wampa has come to me.
Indeed. And was this the same song you sang for the Maiden from Adabowe? You missed her, don't you?
Yes, I do. Every day, all the time. I wish I knew her house. I wish I could just see her. She told me she was coming back, but she never did. Amaka, you can help me, okay? You can travel to Adabowe and make inquiries for me. You're a maiden, so nobody will suspect you.
You're not serious. You want me to help you locate a maiden that is about stealing my man from me? Ozobialo, when have you started going to Awotolu's house to smoke weed with the rest of them?
What maiden is about stealing which man from you? And why would you link me with Awotolu?
Why are you bent on breaking my heart, Ozobialo? Why? You not only told me that you have feelings for another maiden, now you're asking me to go help you locate her?
I'm sorry if you're creating pictures in your mind, honestly. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I gave you any such impression that you and I are having anything, okay? I take you as my sister.
Oh, maybe you did when you told me you're not interested in any woman.
Yes. At the time I told you that I wasn't interested in any woman until Agbomma came along. And then I fell for her. I feel strongly for her and I cannot give it up, okay? Please, I am begging you, do not make any impressions about us. It won't work. I do not want us to ruin these years of friendship, okay?
Ujunwa, why are you staring at me as if you're seeing me for the very first time? What can I do? Okay, is it because of the dance and the music? Don't worry, they're nothing. Let us hurry up to the stream before those silly maidens will go and mess the stream up.
Oh, you knew about that. Yet you wasted all our time dancing like a mad woman.
Ujunwa, my dance was coordinated one. It was very coordinated. Was I dancing like a mad woman? Don't make me regret telling you the things I've told you so far.
Agbomma, the madness is not in the dance step. Because even your enemies know that you are a very good dancer. The madness is you dancing to an unheard music. I watched you were dancing like... That's madness.
Agbomma na-agba egwu ejula egwu ego egwu anyị ji eteta ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu anyị na-akụlụ ndị mere emume egwu anyị na-akụlụ ndị chiri echichi onye ọbụla bịa kilibe ebe Agbomma na-eweli egwu anyị na-akụlụ ndị malụ Chukwu egwu anyị na-akụlụ ndị mere emume egwu anyị na-akụlụ ndị chiri echichi egwu anyị ji akpọlitenụ ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu anyị ji akpọlitenụ ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu ego ebuka egwu n'Igbo niile egwu anyị ji ya kpọlite ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu anyị ji ya kpọlite ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu anyị ji ya kpọpụta ndị mere emume egwu anyị ji idu n'agagbu ndị mere emume egwu anyị ji idu n'aga na onye chiri echichi
I am very disappointed in you. Are you not a woman? Why must you cry for your fellow woman? By the way, where did you say you saw them?
By the orgy tree. You should go and see them yourself. You should have seen the way Ozobialo holds her.
Out of every association with Adabowele, completely.
No, I must not be tempted to set eyes on or have any conversation with her.
Amaka, why did you run back here? Why did you run back here? Amaka, you saw your man fondling another woman. Instead of you to go there and tear her apart, you ran back here. Why? Why, Amaka?
You know, I don't think I can do this any longer. Ozobialo does not have feelings for me. And what's more, the maiden in question, she seems to be exactly what Ozobialo wants. And I don't want to fight anymore.
What? Amaka, you are conceding defeat even without fighting?
Listen, Amaka, you have my support. Go back there. Let her know that Ozobialo has someone already. Go!
No. I may have your support, but love is a more powerful tool. Love is what I saw between them today, and I'll be so foolish to fight it. Ozobialo, he's happy with her, and I want him to be happy. I will find my own happiness someday. Maybe.
Nwanne m nwere njọ dị omimi, njọ na-agba na ntị, njọ emesilisi agwa na mmadụ, njọ dị otu a na-emebi isi n'obodo. Ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa erika, ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa karịana.
Tell me you're not serious.
More than serious, Mama. The man that Amarachi brought here the other day is the same man from Ugezu. The same man you forbade Agbomma from seeing. Okay, he met me first, but I refused to bring him here. And then I warned him to stay away. I just found out Amarachi went behind to bring him here.
Wait. Hold on. Amarachi is from this kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And the man you're telling me of is from Ugezu. So how come they are siblings?
Hey! Mama, they deceived you. Hey! Amarachi. Mama, this is the most heartbreaking bit, oh. Eh? Deceiving an elderly woman like you. Do they want the wrath of the gods to descend on them? Hey! Amarachi. Mama, saying that man is Amarachi's sibling was a way to trick you. Amarachi na sick.
Nwanne m nwere njọ dị omimi, njọ na-agba na ntị, njọ emesilisi agwa na mmadụ, njọ dị otu a na-emebi obodo.
What is going on here?
Agbomma has gone beyond what I can take. I am either going to kill her or disown her.
Njọ dị otu a na-emebi obodo.
What have you been telling my wife?
Njọ na gwana ntị. Njọ emesilisi agwa na mmadụ. Njọ dị otu a na-emebi isi obodo.
That was a very strong statement you made.
Ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa erika. Ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa karịa na. Mana enwere ife a ga-ezogide n'ụwa.
Today is the happiest day of my life.
That was what you said the last time we were at my friend's hut.
Well,
And that was what you said the first time we were together.
Okay, I know.
Oh, my stomach.
Sorry. I just wish I could just squeeze you into me.
You can do that, but just keep me alive while you're doing it, because if I'm dead, I cannot dissolve into you.
My greatest desire is to wake up every morning with you beside me. I hope you wish same too.
If I had my way, I would not return home today. I just want to be with you. You make me happy, and your presence refreshes me.
It's okay. I know we'll see soon.
Either obey me or you cease to be my child. How could you be this stupid and headstrong?
Mother, I have done nothing wrong. I only went after my happiness.
That your so-called happiness will take you down if you don't stop your stupidity now.
Oh, Daddy Igwe, you really have to watch your words. How can you say that to your own child?
This thing standing here will cease to be my child if she does not hear and now swear not to see that man again.
My greatest desire is to wake up every morning with you beside me.
Agbomma, denounce that man or I will denounce you now.
Mother, you raised me up to be myself, to always say my mind and how I feel about anything. I'm going to put this straight. If that man comes to ask for my hand in marriage, I will jump at the offer.
What?
I am disappointed in you and I will not pretend about it.
I am even more disappointed in you for not giving me the required support. Agbomma is only messing up because she knows you will support her.
Why won't I support her when you are the person being unreasonable here?
I am being unreasonable?
Yes!
By trying to protect my own child?
Protect her? From what? She seems very comfortable with that man.
Well, I'm not comfortable with him. And I will never be.
Why? Maybe I will understand and give you the support you seek. If you can open up to me and tell me why you so much despise this man, even without meeting him, without knowing him, you've not set your eyes on him, you hated him. Odala Igwe, my beautiful Odala. Odala, you can always trust me. Talk to me about anything. I am your husband.
I came back yesterday and my brother said you came looking for me.
Yes.
With an instruction that I should come and see you. What is it all about?
When one door closes, another door, sometimes even a better door will open. Can you say you don't know what that means?
Listen, Okudiri. I came here because of the way my brother sounded. If you have anything to tell me, please say it, because I don't have all the time.
Okay. The news has reached the palace on how you called it quits with Ozobialo, the overpapa son of Ugezu. The prince is moved by that news and he has asked me to bring you to the palace.
I don't get it. I never had anything to do with the prince. So why would he tell you to come and bring me?
Amaka. Just look at yourself. You are one of the lead beauties that we have here in Ugezu. The prince has always wanted you. But your quest to end up with Ozobialo has kept him away. Now that you are back to where he wants you to be, can I please lead you to the palace? You are a very beautiful maiden. Let's go. How can you keep this from me all these years? Ha! Are we even married?
How is a woman supposed to talk about that? Please.
Where is she? Where is she? Where is that sneaky sadist? Uzamili, come out here before I drag you out myself. Come out! Sadist!
I have come to warn you.
Stay away from me and anything that concerns me. Did you hear me?
Agbomma, are you this crazy? You actually came to my hut to abuse and shout at me.
I never knew you were a pronounced enemy. How you managed to deceive me all these years is what I cannot tell.
You're saying all this to me just because I was trying to save you. Save who? Uzamili, save who? You need to save yourself before even thinking about saving anyone.
Hey. And who is this one you brought along?
I am Ujunwa. The same Ujunwa that cannot tolerate your sadism.
Uzamili, I have had enough of your jealous interference.
Jealous? Me, jealous of you. And why should I be? What is it to be jealous of anyway? That you're unable to make up your mind on a good suitor?
Well, yes, I give it to you. I may have been unable to make up my mind about any man. But you see, I have made up my mind about someone. And if you ever get in my way, I will crush you. Read my lips. I will crush you.
You know, if I were you, I would get rid of this jealousy and bottled animosity before they actually destroy you.
So, if I didn't send for you, you would have slept at your friend's house?
Papa, did you not hear what Mama said to me? She said she would denounce me if I refused to denounce Ozobialo.
So you decided to denounce yourself before she does, eh?
I don't know why she acts as if she does not care about me. I don't like it. I cannot handle it.
Go inside. Take your dinner. Go to bed. I will talk with you in the morning.
Papa, honestly, it is Mama you need to talk to. Because if she fails to understand me, there might not be peace in this house.
Go in.
Daddy, you were my daughter. I know about your pain. I know about this pain you have harbored all your life. I know how you hate Ugezu. Yes, I know. But it is time to let go. Your pain cannot stop this thing. For Agbomma and that young man are destined to make history.
Mother, was that your voice? Mother. That was a dream. That could only happen in a dream.
Contrary to what you think, a course laid on Ugezu can be reversed. All you have to do is to take a white fowl back to the hill and ask the gods of the hill to forgive your offender.
No, Mother. Mother, this is not your voice. It can't be your voice, Mother. It's not your mother.
Oh, do not stop Agbomma any longer, for that will be going against the will of the dead. She must be allowed to recreate history with that man of Ugezu.
Mama, well done. You have succeeded in bringing Papa over to your side.
Which family in Ugezu is that young man from?
He's from one of the noble families in Ugezu. His father ranks after the king both in wealth and status. His father is the Ezu of Ugezu.
Can you ask him to come over and have a talk with us?
Huh? I can do that too. I can do that. I will do that. Hey, I will do that too.
Can you explain your action? Why did you speak as if you have finally given your consent?
Why Mana reappeared to me last night?
Father, I cannot do this alone. I need your support.
And you don't have it. I will not support you to marry her. Am I clear enough?
That means you do not want my happiness. That means you don't care about me.
Ozobialo, if you care for me as your father, you will listen to me and reason with me.
But you're being unreasonable, Father.
Ozobialo, do not use insulting words on me, or I will call down Amadioha to strike you dead. Is this what you have become? I do not want to talk about this again.
I will go ahead and marry her anyway, with or without your support.
Provoke me beyond the limit I will take as your father. You, Ozobialo, you will know why they call me the Ezu of this kingdom.
can you restrict me from being with a girl and not give me a reason? Not even one. Go ahead and marry her.
The man that is standing here is Ugezu of Umezu. I am a great man of this land, second in command to the king of Ugezu. Who are you to stand on this path that leads to my king's shrine?
A man that has vowed to spend all his life covering the sin he has committed out of exuberance should not talk of Ikenga, for Ikenga is a symbol of holiness.
I do not get you. What are you saying?
You cannot live with the consequences of your youthful exuberance all your life, especially when it's affecting the joy of the one you love.
Who are you? And what are you talking about?
I am Nwanyi Manare, the one that sent your son to the Maiden of Agbomma. The same Maiden that you raped the mother years ago.
What? How did you do that?
She's willing to forgive you. Take a cow, go to her and ask for forgiveness. It will end it all. The children must be allowed to create history and nobody should stop them. This is the only opportunity to repair the errors of the past.
Should I just go in? What if his father is in?
Who are you?
My name is Agbomma. I'm here to see Ozobial.
Are you okay?
I saw a man I presume is your father.
Serious? Did he say anything to you?
No, nothing to worry about. My mother wants to see you. I think she's going to change her mind.
Why?
Why what? She asked me where you're from. I told her and she said she wants to have a talk with you.
Why are you excited about it?
Are you not excited about it?
Depends. I mean, I hope this call is for good because I don't want trouble.
I never really thought about that, but I think it's for good because she says she wants to see you. Don't worry, okay? If it will be any consolation, I will be with you all through. Besides, my mother cannot harm you. So let's go.
I investigated him after he molested me. And I was able to find out that he's from the same family that have caged the heart of my daughter.
I am confused with a lot of things here. If the family of this man that molested you is the same family that now desires our daughter as wife, then why did you send our daughter to go and bring the young man?
Have you forgotten the encounter I had with my late mother?
What nonsense encounter?
Me Moji. Respect the dead. My mother didn't leave her resting place for nothing. Besides, I've decided to give to her friends.
No, you will not. Not as long as you live under my roof. The imbecile that had the audacity to molest a maiden of this land must experience the brutality of a warrior. What you will do now is turn around and leave. And never get close to my daughter again.
Mother, what is going on? Is this why you asked me to bring Ozobial?
I will never allow the son of a rapist to marry my daughter. If rape means nothing to you people, Ugezu, rape is a serious crime in Adabowale. And the warriors of this land do not tolerate rapists.
How could you, Father? How could you be this inhuman and callous? Don't talk to me like that, Ozobialo. I will talk to you anyhow I deem fit, for you deserve no respect. Not from me, not from anyone.
Oh, is that so?
Yes! How do I even call you my father? How can my father be this wicked and callous? To think you did that to that innocent woman and you had the guts to deny me my happiness? I do not know what those people have fed you with. Be sure you will come back to your senses. And when you do,
you will regret every word you have uttered today.
You cannot even deny it, for you know what you have done. It is the same reason you refused to give me your blessings to be with Agbomma. You raped that woman in the past and she laid a curse on you.
Ozobialo, you have gone mad. You are a total disgrace and disappointment to me. Strangers fed you with abominable lies against your father. What did you do? Did you bother to challenge them? Did you fight for your own father? No! All you did was to come back here and abuse me.
Then deny it, Father, deny it. Deny it is not the reason you barred me from being with her. Deny you're not the same man from Ugezu. That woman placed the curse on. Deny it, Father, and I will go right there and defend you even with the last drop of blood in me.
Now get out of my sight!
Oh!
Leave here!
You will not deny it because you know the truth. I regret coming out from your loins. Now I have the stigma of the son of a rapist hanging on my neck forever. Thank you.
Njọ dị otu a na-emebi si n'obodo. Ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa erika. Ife a na-eze ezo n'ụwa karịa na. Mana enwere ife a ga-ezogide n'ụwa.
Why were you hiding it from me? You should have told me. You should have let me know.
Agbomma, I had no intentions of letting you know.
Why?
If not that your father angrily spat it out, I wouldn't have told you.
Why? Would you rather torment me by not allowing me see Ozobial? Without reasons? Is that what you want?
I am a mother. And no good mother will want her child to know that about her. Besides, when the child is still truly in love with the son of the man in question.
You believe me now? You believe I love Ozobial?
I know. I've always known that he truly loves him. Every good mother can tell about her child, male or female. And he loves you too. I could see it in his eyes. Your grandmother appeared to me in my dream. She said a lot about you.
She did?
Yes.
What did she say? Was she the one that taught Ozobial Ugezu? Did she send him to me?
I may not be able to answer those questions. But what I can tell you is that there is still solution if you still want to be with Ozobial. There is hope. Okay?
You lie! I said you are a liar. If there is any solution you think you have, my daughter has nothing to do with that young man. Never! Nobody should tell me. A rapist must always beget a rapist. It flows in the blood. Yeah, one more. Ada abankenke. Ala hito gorobo.
All these years, people have been on my neck to make a choice. Some even called me names for not being able to make a choice of a husband.
Agbomma, please, don't go that way.
But it's the truth. They called me names. Even the one I call my friend said I'm possessed by an evil spirit, all because I failed to make a choice of a husband. Now that I have seen the one my heart beats for, forces are against us.
I have a friend named Ije. She's from Ini Edo, land of gold. She has mingled all her life with all the goldsmiths in Ini Edo. She told me something that actually rings a bell in my head now. She said her gold is tested by fire.
I understand you, my friend. But is it this type? This kind of fire? Juma, is too much. It is just too much. The man molested my mother. Do you know what that means?
Bad as it sounds, he did not molest your mother. She was not your mother then. He molested a maiden from Agbomma who finally became your mother. Listen, I need you to always remember that people of all walks of life do make mistakes, and this is one of them.
Indeed, mistakes. An act of wickedness is not a mistake, Ujunwa.
So, are you going to give up on Ozobialo now because of something his father did years ago, even before he was born? Are you? If you do that, then you lied about your feelings for him. And that is not fair, my friend. That is not fair.
I'm not giving up. I am not in this alone. I am not going to stop fighting, but who am I fighting with? He has not even bothered to ask of me after he learnt about what his father did to my mother. What does that imply?
I need you to know that he is the worst for all this. Yes, I know that. No, tell me. Put yourself in his shoes and tell me exactly what you will do in a situation like this.
Abu,
my friend, you need to reach out to him. And don't forget, he is not the offender. And most importantly, he loves you.
Get into a fight or something?
No, I'm okay. How are you? Not exactly. How are you?
You cannot stop me. Not anymore. I have made up my mind on this maiden, and that is how it stands.
Do not stand before me and speak like someone in authority. You are still my son.
And that son of yours has his life to live.
I am not saying you must not live your life. But you must understand something, Ozobialo. Those people are evil. All they want is to destroy your relationship with me, your father.
Fair enough, father. Let's assume that be the case. But the question is, why would they want to do that? You haven't even denied what you are accused of. So in essence, you are the one who is trying to destroy the so-called father-son relationship.
Ozobialo, all I want you to do
is to stop every association with them. Cut it off. And considering what I now know about you as a rapist, you think you have the moral standing to tell me what to do?
I am still your father. The Ugezu of this kingdom.
Oh, spare me all that rubbish. You are simply a crude molester.
That is the tip of the iceberg of what I can do physically. If you do not come back to your senses, I can as well go spiritual. Do not say you do not know what I can do.
Also, Obialo, I can't believe this. What happened? You got into a fight with your father.
I did not fight my father. Just that I couldn't sit back and watch him pretend to guide me when he has no moral justification to do that.
No matter what, he is still your father.
My father? My father cannot be that wicked. My father cannot be that mean. He can't have such a dark past and yet pretend to be good and want to ruin my own happiness.
We all make mistakes and deserve to be forgiven.
Forgiveness is given to an offender who has accepted the offense. He hasn't even accepted his mistakes.
But that is who we are. That is who we are. What if the offender does not realize he has made a mistake? What if he does not ask for forgiveness? Do we now live with the burden of unforgiveness the rest of our lives? What do you want? Do you want to fight your father or fight for our love? I shouldn't be here, but I had to come because...
It's okay. It's okay. I would have come early, but I didn't want you to see this.
Well, I've seen it and I kind of like you with the swollen mouth.
Is this hug actually meant for me?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I think it is originally meant for the one that makes your heart beat.
Know it here today that my heart also beats for you. Thank you for everything you have been to me.
Okay, let's just sit down now and talk.
I ask you again, where are you coming from?
I was with Ujunwa.
Your mother was there twice. And I'm just coming back from there. So are you going to tell me the truth now?
Agbomma, when did you start keeping late nights? And you now tell us lies?
I went to Ugezu.
You went to Ugezu? To do what?
I was with Ozobian.
Hey!
You put your life at risk, crossing that deadly boundary at this hour of the night because of that useless son of a rapist?
Father, he's not a rapist. He's a gentleman. Please do not punish him for a crime he knows nothing about. It's his father that is the offender. I may not know much about our deities, but I know that Ngene Nebaka forbids us from punishing other people for crimes they know nothing about.
Shut up! What do you know? What right have you to remind me of the rules of Ngene Nebaka?
I'm sorry, Papa. I was only trying to make a point.
Agbomma, you got us all worried. You didn't have to come back home late. Not for anyone, and definitely not for anything.
I'm sorry, my mother. I'm sorry for making you worry over nothing. I am home and safe. Also, Obialo is a gentleman. And he brought me home safely.
What did you say? That boy came back here after all my warnings to both of you? Agbomma, you are not going to dare me.
Father, if you choose to stay on the other side, then I will see you as an enemy of my happiness. Also, Obialo is a gentleman. He has not done anything wrong. It is his father that is the offender. And for that, I will continue to be with him.
Not while I'm still alive. I will not allow you to get that foolish. Never!
Then it will happen in your absence. The most important thing is that it will happen. Good night.
Agbomma. Agbomma! Uju, I know you're loyal to Agbomma and you cannot betray her, but this thing is getting out of hand. Please, I need you to tell us what you know.
Am I lying to you? I don't know where she is. I've not seen Agbomma in the past 2 days.
Would you be saying this for the past 2 days since we started searching for her? Eh?
that's the truth now. That's all that I know.
Does it look like she has gone to Ugezu to stay with Ozobialo?
Well, that could have been possible, but I'm not sure that Ozobialo's father will welcome Agbomma. Just like you and Naomi Mboji. It's why her son never to ever set his eyes on Agbomma.
What? That man is acting as if he has a lot of choices. What's that?
Ini, Biko, if you ask me, I think you should let Agbomma be. She loves Ozobialo so much. And if I'm permitted to say, Ozobialo is a very good man. He is harmless. Oh, Biko.
What is important is for us to find her. We can't do anything except to see her. Please. Can you tell me where she is? We need to find her, please. Biko.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't know where she is. Is Yoko?
You don't know where she is?
Yes, ma'am.
Men can stop all things. Women can push men into anything. But when you see love, stand aside, you can watch. Love can push down all things. This love is a mystery. Oh, this is the song of love. It's love has never seen. This is the song of love. This love is a mystery. This love can move mountains. This love can heal all wounds. This love can create all things.
I can no longer pretend that I am fine. For 2 days now, he has been nowhere around.
No! I must not lose my only son. It is time that I must end it once and for all. You are actually the one causing this confusion in my life.
She is willing to forgive you. Take a cow, go to her and ask for forgiveness. It will end it all. The children must be allowed to create history and nobody should stop them.
I must end all this. I will not lose my son.
Ujunwa, me, I am not leaving this place.
Agbomma, you cannot continue to remain insensitive.
Insensitive? Were they being sensitive when they refused to care about how I felt?
I think they do now.
Really? You don't know those people. I know them.
So what is your plan? To remain here forever and inconvenience an old woman? Is that it?
Hey. Ozobialo's grandmother is not complaining. She is ready to have us here till forever and a day if possible. Why are you looking at me? Is it not true?
It's true. It's true. It's just that we can't be here forever, you know.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting tired already?
I'm not getting tired. Remember our reason for leaving home? It's to stay out a while so that they can miss us, feel our absence, and then reconsider.
Two days is too short. It is too short. I will stay here until...
Until when? Until when your mother dies of heartbreak? Is that it? Eh?
Mine is I don't even know what my father feels at this point, whether he's happy I left or he's sad. I need to know his state of mind before I can go back.
Ozobialo, I don't know how to go about that, but I'm sure that I will find out something soon. Meanwhile, I need both of you to start getting ready to go back home.
I guess you are happy now. So where is the warrior? Agbomma is gone and I don't even know if she's alright.
I don't see why you should be blaming me here. I'm only trying to protect her. You did same some time before. I'm only trying to be supportive here.
I already told you what my mother said in my dream. Why don't you allow me to go and do this and free our daughter?
Has the fool from Ugezu asked for forgiveness?
I don't need to wait for him to come. I don't need that.
You want to forgive him? Even when he is not yet sorry? No, you don't do that.
I am going to forgive him, not because of him. I will forgive him because of the harm the unforgiveness has done to me over the years. I want to set myself free. I want to set our children free. Agbomma deserves to be happy. I am going to Ugezu right now. I want to go and do what my mother said I should do. And please do not stop me any longer.
Daligwa, come back here. Forgiveness has a process. The rule: the sinner must first confess his sins, repent of them, before forgiving him. This man has not asked for forgiveness. Therefore, you should not forgive him. Never. Am I clear on that?
Have you no shame? You mean he actually followed me all the way from Adagowele? Eh?
Everyone knows that Agbomma is missing. And my instinct tells me that you, Ujunwa, knows her whereabouts.
So I followed your movements. So you actually came to satisfy your curiosity.
And I'm satisfied.
Satisfied wrongly. Stop wasting your time.
See, Ujunwa, I saw everything. I saw you with Agbomma and Ozobialo. And I know this is Ozobialo's maternal home.
Uzo, see. No one must know about this. They don't want anybody, especially their parents, to know where they are. Oh?
How could you be this heartless? Agbomma's mother is dying. And she came to you to ask you the whereabouts of her daughter, and you denied it. Now you want me to keep it to myself. I am going to spill. I am going to tell her everything.
I know how hard it is for you to be loyal. But let me tell you something. I think this is an opportunity for you to make up for all the wrongs you've done to Agbomma. Or don't you think so?
You actually have a point. Exactly. So, how can I be of help?
There's actually something you can do. Come.
Who is that maiden you talk about?
I did not get her name, but she says she's from Adagowele.
And she knows the whereabouts of my son?
Yes, she said Ozeba has vowed never to come back until he said a word to him and blessed his marriage with a maiden from Adagowele.
Come. How authentic is this message?
The maiden sounded so convincing. I think it's Ozeba that sent her.
Well, if that is the way it should go, then it is time to act. How do you reach her? Come, how do you reach her?
She says she will come back tomorrow for feedback.
Well then, let her tell my son that I missed him. And I will do anything to bring him back. Let her tell him that I will give my blessings for him to marry any woman he wishes to.
nzizo n'ụwa karịa na o. Mana enwere ebe a ga-ezogide ife n'ụwa. Ezofuwe ndụ mmadụ o. Aha, nwanne m enwere njọ dị omimi.
I hope I'm doing the right thing. Mother, if you actually appeared to me in my dream, then protect me on this journey. All I want to do is to free my heart and see my daughter happy.
Njọ, njọ, njọ na-agba na ntị. Njọ, njọ.
Uju, you know where my daughter is. I am certain about that.
I don't know.
You don't have to continue lying to me. You can as well keep quiet. Okay? You see this virgin cock is the solution to all the problems, to all the obstacles stopping Ozobel and Agbomma. Yes, I am going to Ugunko with this. And once I get to the place, everything will be fine. I will be on my way now. Please, tell Agbomma to come back. As soon as she comes back, everything will be settled. Oh?
Ne, by that you mean Agbomma can marry Ozobel?
Uju, you know the answer to that question.
Uzo, just stop swearing. Stop swearing. At least I don't want you dead yet. I swear again, I did not tell anyone Agbomma's whereabouts. I haven't even seen Udaligwe since the last time I saw you. Ujunwa, don't you trust me?
As if it is easy to trust you. Anyway, that's by the way. Your trip to Ugezu, how was it?
I was on my way to your hut before you came. I met the maiden and she gave me the message from Ozobialo's father.
Tell me, is it a good one?
Positive. Very, very positive. He said he could kill just to see his son happy.
Kill? And you say it's a good message. What is positive about killing?
No. Not that type of killing. Oh, he said he's ready to give his blessings to him and Agbomma.
Yes, it worked.
Yes.
I must see Agbomma and Ozobialo right now.
Can I come with you?
Not yet.
Ujunwa, I thought I had already paid the price. I thought I had already paid the price. It's not fair.
On this very hill, that woman laid a silly curse on me. And on this same hill, I will bring to an end those that want to take my son away from me. The forces of Ugunkwo that made Ugunkwo the most sacred hill in this part of Igbo land. Strike them! Strike them! Strike them forever and bring back my son. Strike them! Strike them! Tonight, I will send my Okwodo. I need you to join forces with it and end Odaligwe and her daughter Agbomma and bring back my son.
Ezu, is this a forgiveness that my mother said that you come to ask for?
Where have you been?
Where I have been is not important, Papa.
Really? Where are you coming from?
Mama. Hey. Mama. What is wrong?
You went to Ugunko. After I made it clear that you should not go there. Daddy, how dare you undermine what your father Bowele?
I had to do what I had to do. That was the only option left for me. How was I supposed to know that Ugezu was planning another evil against me?
I decided to let the first one slide back because then I had not married you. But now, I'm going to place him where he belongs.
Hey, please, don't do anything to him. Please, let the gods fight for us, Biko.
I am a warrior of Father Bowele. I'm going to start this war. Let the gods join me. How did the fool attempt to kill my daughter, my wife? I'm going to pay him a visit. I'll pay him a visit.
Mama, are you sure of this? Or is this a trick to bring me home and to convince me more not to marry Ozobia? Are you not going to stop him?
I can't.
He has his gun.
Agbomma, he's wearing all the war charms of warriors of this line. I can't stop him. It will be a sacrilege even for me to attempt to talk to him.
Hey!
You did your part, my child. You made me happy, and I am impressed. Leave the offender to face his woes.
That's the voice of my mother. Yes, she's no longer angry with me.
What did she say?
Wani manari na egwu ejule egwu anyị je teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu ego egwu anyị je aja anyị ndị malụ Chukwu egwu ndị Igbo egwu anyị je aja anyị onye chile echichi egwu ọma egwu anyị je dula onye chile echichi egwu dị nsọ egwu ga-emesi ife niile mma egwu ejula egwu dị nsọ egwu na-etiwala Igbo nsọ egwu ọma egwu ọma egwu ejula egwu ọma egwu ọma egwu ejula nwa mefe na n'onu nna ya nwa mefe na n'onu nne ya nwanyị manarị na-agụ egwu ejule egwu egwu anyị je teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ egwu ego egwu anyị je aja anyị ndị malụ Chukwu egwu ndị Igbo egwu anyị je aja anyị onye chile echichi egwu ọma egwu anyị je dula onye chile echichi egwu dị nsọ egwu ga-emesi ife niile mma egwu ejula egwu dị nsọ egwu na-etiwala Igbo nsọ egwu ọma egwu ọma egwu ejula egwu ọma egwu ọma egwu ejula
That is Okwodo. The same Okwodo you told me is no longer a method, but a charm that can cut anybody no matter where they are. What are you doing with it?
You have no right to ask me anything. For you, I disobedient child.
So what do you want to do, Father? To kill me? You want to kill me with Okwodo because I fell in love with the maiden from Adabowele? Go ahead, Father. Go ahead and kill me, Father. I won't leave her. I would rather die by my father's hand than leave that maiden. Because I cannot imagine or experience a life without her.
I am not a fool to kill my only son, my only child, and become childless. I will send my Opodo to cut that woman that has come to steal my son. The madness in his eyes will clear when those fools are gone.
What? She is willing to forgive you. Take a cow to her and ask her for forgiveness. That will end everything. These children must be allowed to create history. Nobody can stop them. This is your only opportunity to repair the errors of your past.
Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth, you lousy woman of Adaboweri! Who are you? Who are you to advise me to take a cow to a woman? I am the Ugezu of Ugezu. I will end it my way.
What are you doing? Are you losing your mind? Why are you talking to the air?
It is now or never. You have done it before. You can do it again. Call the gates of brass and bars of iron and destroy the women that are planning to destroy me by destroying my son.
Father! Where are you? Evil he goes. Show your face! Where are you?
Take my words to Daligwe and her daughter. Tell them I regret my actions. I wish I've done the right thing.
Father, were they the ones you planned to send the sword that came back to you too?
Maria Agbomma, if she makes you happy, I give you my blessings.
Father, Father, Father!
What is this news that is spreading everywhere? That Ugezu, our own Ugezu, died and you and some other stupid young men gathered and buried him immediately. Don't you know that it's evil to bury a honorable man in a dishonorable way? Eh? What kind of urgent burial is that?
Yes, sir.
No masquerade, not even gunshot. What kind of useless urgent burial is that?
Yes, sir. Listen, you are wrong to say that he died. Ugezu did not die, for he was killed by our ancestors. For indeed, he was an evil man. What are you saying?
I can confirm to you that your sense have traveled. I am talking about our own Ugezu, Ugezu of Ugezu, the second in command to the king. And why are you calling him an evil man?
Listen, Chubode. There are too many things that you don't know about our tradition. Because you have not been mingling with the elders in council.
Okude.
Are you now one of the elders?
Huh. And what are those things you believe you know in this your small head that I don't know?
If you want to talk to me, you talk to me with respect. What's wrong with you? Yeah? We can tolerate all things here in Ugezu. But what we can never tolerate is charms. A man that was killed by his own charm must be buried immediately, so that his evil charms will not spread in the land. Do you want to die?
Are you now telling me that our own Ugezu died by his own charm?
right before that is over-pampered idiot Ozobialo. The time he wanted to send to some innocent people in Adabowele, return back immediately against him, and immediately we buried him. Yeah?
Okudere, in that case, you people did well.
Oh.
Come, let me go and give you a drink. Let's go.
I am Allah.
Not for one day.
Agbomma, his father died as a result of an attempt to kill us. And you still want to marry him?
Mother, Ozobial is not his father. He's different from his father. We cannot continue to undermine Ngene Nebaka by making endless efforts to punish Ozobial for his father's sins. It is wrong and we all know that.
He apologized before he died. That happened before me, like I told you already. That alone made me forgive him.
Am I wearing the wrong attire?
No, but you are the wrong place. Who invited you?
Really? After all my inputs.
Inputs? You mean your failed inputs at tearing Ozobial and I apart, is that it?
Ujunwa, did you take the credit?
Well, I forgot to tell her. Agbomma, Uzommili offered to help. She did that to right the wrongs she did to you. She was actually the one who went to Ugezu to talk to Ozobialo's father.
And it was a risky one at that. But anything to get your forgiveness. And I hope I have it now.
This is the song of love. It's love has never seen. This is the song of love.
So, where can I be of help?
History. This love can move mountains.
Agbomma, my daughter, I'm joining you in marriage today to the man of your dreams. That is not why I am excited. I am excited because your marriage is a mystery. The ancestors of our land have, through Nwanyi Manari, decided to bring back what was lost. Ugezu. Today, Ugezu has reincarnated in you. And I pray that you will rise to be above all women that ever performed the Ugezu.
Ejule egwu ego, egwu kegwu n'Igbo niile. Egwu anyị ji teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu anyị ji etu n'anụ n'ichiri echichi. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị na-eme mma. Ọzọ bịalụ na-agụ egwu. Egwu ejule egwu ego. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị ji etu na onye chiri echichi. Egwu anyị ji akpọlite ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu ejule egwu ego, egwu kegwu n'Igbo niile. Egwu anyị ji teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu anyị ji etu n'anụ n'ichiri echichi. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị na-eme mma. Ọzọ bịalụ na-agụ egwu. Egwu ejule egwu ego. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị ji etu na onye chiri echichi. Egwu anyị ji akpọlite ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu ejule egwu ego, egwu kegwu n'Igbo niile. Egwu anyị ji teta ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Egwu anyị ji etu n'anụ n'ichiri echichi. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị mere emume. Egwu anyị na-agụlụ ndị na-eme mma. Egwu ejule, egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Egwu ejule, egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Ka anyị gụbanụ egwu ejule. Egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule. Egwu na-etiwala Igbo ụzọ. Egwu ejule. Egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Egwu ejule. Egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule ga-emesi ife niile mma. Ka anyị gụbanụ egwu ejule. Egwu ego, egwu ejule. Egwu dị nsọ, egwu ejule. Egwu na-etiwala Igbo ụzọ. egwu ejule egwu ego egwu ejule egwu dị mma egwu ejule egwu ga-etiwara Igbo ụzọ ọbụla egwu ejule egwu ego egwu ejule egwu na-edosa egwu ejule egwu ga-etiwara